Hey guys, welcome to Fiction Vision. Today I want to talk about the process and things I've learned about leveling up a character's design. We're going for a space pirate type of character, which is something I've never branched into before, and I hope you find these tips helpful and can apply some of the things in this video into your own art. It's always worth mentioning that I'm not an expert on this topic. These are just tips that really impacted my thinking when tackling creative challenges like this. I'm creating this video in the hopes that you can get some real insights rather than an exact process. To begin, I start with a quick pose sketch. I wanted to go for a bit of a swanky stance using tips from my last video, and I end up with a nice character pose to build my designs off of. Since we're going for a space pirate, I wanted to combine elements from Star Wars and Black Flag. Level 1 will be more grounded in reality, with around 80% of the design elements coming from pirates and the rest firmly placing our character in a sci-fi world. The higher level character will be vice versa, leaning more heavily into the sci-fi themes with a solid chunk of the design retaining a pirate flavor. I initially wanted to base my design off of a legendary space pirate type of character that we all know and love, Han Solo. Once I added some shaggier hair that a pirate would typically have, the character quickly took on an Andor theme, which I thought was kind of funny. The lower level design was a challenge to get the pirate vibe across without a lot of layers or clothing or big coats. I really wanted to avoid the typical tropes of a peg leg or an eye patch since it wouldn't really fit into a sci-fi setting. The main approach was to keep things tight and minimal, with small details like the shoulders and rags adding the Black Flag flavor. The typical chest strap I associate with pirates seemed to be a great element to pull into the sci-fi realm with some tech features. My main thought being that the parts could be removed to help our character breathe in hostile alien environments. For the higher level design, my focus was on adding some broadness to the shoulders and silhouette for a more powerful read at a glance. I also emphasized adding more layers of clothing, weapons, and splashes of color to display a higher status. As I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to lean into the sci-fi design elements more than the pirate, although the long coat, gloves, and boots are still heavily influenced by pirate design language. Everything from the low-level design was intentionally upgraded on the high level. The gloves have more design to them. The coat now goes to the knees rather than the waist. Where there was just one holstered pistol, there's now 2 pistols and a knife. Things like that add a lot to the level of the character and the general feel. To get some color on these designs quickly, I blocked in local colors of each article of clothing, keeping in mind to use more dull earth tones for the level 1 character. Then using different layers and color modes to add in shadows and highlights. I think if I took more time to design these guys and illustrate them, it would create a really cool piece, but the whole point of this wasn't to practice my illustration, it was purely for the character design, which I feel ended up being pretty successful. This was a bit of a newer style and workflow for me, and I definitely think I'll carry certain aspects of it going forward. I just don't love the look and feel of painting underneath line art. It is very efficient though. If I had more time, I'd fix the clothing. It just isn't behaving in a way that feels very realistic. There just comes a point where you have to put something down that was meant for practice because there's a limit of return and time investment. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I think you guys will really get a kick out of my next one, so stay tuned. Here's the finished design.